Chrissy here. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below so you can join the squad. Come on in, bring it on in, all of that. Okay, so y'all might hear some cars passing by or whatever. It's pretty busy today on the street. We just got a whole lot of stuff going on, okay? But however, I'm just gonna do this quick little beat. I know I'm looking a little, it was all a dream. I know I'm looking a little busted right now, but that ain't even what we here for. We're gonna get into this quick little beat. I'm gonna show you guys how I do a simple little beats every day-ish, but a little oomph. So we just gonna get started. Let's get into it. So I love these things, okay? These are the Vaseline Lip Therapy. I just like to put this on my lips starting off, because them lips will get chapped in the process. See what we looking like? Yeah. We're gonna start off with our brows. Okay, I can tell y'all right now, this hair and this shirt gonna get on my nerves. So I like to go in with like a spoolie brush and then start brushing the brows I do have on. I just start liking to brush the brows. Your girl has very thin brows, but they still there and y'all can see them and it does the job. I will be going in with this brow pencil from Dove Cosmetics. We're gonna lightly fill them in because we doing like a everyday. So pretty much where my hair is kind of thin, I'm just gonna be filling it in, and it's mainly towards like the back, the tail area where I have the most thinning. So that I will really be adding most of the product at, and like barely at the top. So you see, we're giving that whole vibe there. Okay, y'all, so this is how I filled them in or whatever, and they get darker towards the end. It's not really perfect. I really could have did it better than that, but my bootleg pencil, I didn't sat here and messed it up on this sharpener. Down to the part that really matters, we're just gonna sit here and make sure you brush it all out, make sure it's even all across, and then we will be going in with 2 concealers. I will be carving this out, the bottom shade, with Tan Sand from Tarte, and then I will be following it along on the top with this C455 from Morphe, and that's what I'm putting on the top. This one I'm putting on the bottom, and I will be bringing this base down, you know, to blend onto my lid, and then we're gonna do like a little eyeshadow. I like to go in with this flat brush because I can like stamp the concealer instead of like swiping it. I feel like when I swipe the concealer, it don't give a good payoff. When you just tap it, like pat it in, it'll work. Like if you want like a sheer type thing, I feel like swipe it. But me, I'm not really going for that on my eyes. I want it to all be there, covering everything. So this is pretty much what I do. I just bring that concealer down and blend it. Normally I'll go ahead and go in with the top and carve it out, but I'm gonna just go in with the shadows. Okay, y'all, so the palette that I'm going in with is this 35G palette from Morphe. This is their Bronze Goals palette, and it looks like this. It got some really pretty shades in here, but my outfit is mainly like green and brown. I just wanted to keep this look pretty chill and everyday-ish, but with like a little eyeshadow look, I guess. You know, just like if you want to put a little eyeshadow on one day. This is what this pretty much is. I want to take this as my transition. And I like to go in with my magnifying mirror because it does show you what you're doing. Start on the edges, blend it into the inner corner of your eye, and just buff it out. You see how it's still a lot? We just gonna buff that out. I like to keep the colors towards the end though. This is me. So you guys, this is how the brown is looking. I'm going to go in with the even deeper brown, and I will be going in with this brown right here. Putting that in the crease area. Really not putting a lot of product with this one because it's like a red brown. And I'm really just trying to bring in my hair color into the whole look. I also like to go back in with the first shade. You really don't have to add any product. I did, but you don't have to. You can just blend that out. If you do add product, just add little product, like, and make sure you tap it off. So, and I'm just going to be taking this one right here and darkening up that crease area. We just carve out like the edge of our crease with this a little bit. That's what I like to do. And I just go back into them shades lightly. You don't have to add any product, but if you do, like I said, tap it off and add little product. Just build it up. Don't just like throw the color on there, because it's gonna be so much blending you gotta do, and it can easily mess up the look, you know? I'm going back into that first shade just a little bit, tapping it off, and just blend everything out, all them edges. Like, this brush that I'm using is from ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it came inside of the Jackie Aina palette, and it's just really, really nice, okay? And I love it for blending. So now we're gonna put a little shimmer pop on the lid. I'm just gonna be putting that at the front of my crease area. I want to make sure I just keep applying it till I get the type of payoff of the color that I like. You can do it however you decide, but okay. This brown right here. You can kind of overlap the last color that you put, you know, just a little bit to kind of make them merge together, you know. I say merge, but yeah, that's how you would do it. The last shade that I will be adding will be this bronze shade here, and then I'm just gonna go back in with that same brown shade that I put earlier and just smoke out the edge. I like to make my edges a little bit darker. I go in with like a little bit of this black, not too much, because you don't want it to actually show up black. Just want it to show up still browns, you know. So it does look more chocolatey, but it's still gonna give off a brown payoff, not black, okay? But it makes it darker, if you can tell. And then just blend it out with that transition color. So I will be going in with this Wet n Wild Liquid Mega Liner. And I'm just going to be doing a simple liner. I won't be doing a cat eye because I feel like it makes the glam more glam instead of like everyday. And we already doing eyeshadow. So this is pretty much the eyes. I'm not going to put my lashes on just yet because I don't want it to get powders on it. So let's start on the face. I went ahead and moisturized my face off of camera. I will be going in with the Baby Skin Primer from Maybelline. And I like to get a little bit of it and apply it to my cheek and my nose. I just feel like that's the main part I have a problem with sometimes. The foundation that I will be going in with today is F480 foundation from Morphe. This is a matte shade, y'all. I tend to get very dry in the wintertime, but it still works really good. I like oil my skin a lot and it could get oily. I like to use this around this time because I over oil my skin and I don't really want it to get oily. And this have all these crazy extra oils on my face. I don't want to be that girl. So make sure I just use like a matte foundation, or I mix a foundation that has matte. I think they're okay. They're okay for today, but normally I would use a top concealer as well. Excuse my little breakout, y'all. We don't want to do too much like heavy because we already doing shadows. So I just feel like everything else should pretty much be neutral. I can wear, my face should still be looking like skin. We just want to be taking a little bit of this same tart shape in Tan Sand, and we're just going to be highlighting our areas, and we're gonna let it bake for a little bit, because when you just let it, I mean not bake, but we're gonna let it sit. When you let your product sit, I feel like it gets more in the place where you want it to mainly be, and it does look better, give it more of a coverage, full coverage look. Even though I'm not going for full coverage, I'm not gonna wait that long for it to bake, but we're gonna let it sit for a little bit. Okay, y'all, so after like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, you just go ahead and start blending it out. Now I like to also get my foundation brush and blend out the edges. The concealer from Morphe that I was gonna put on the top of my brows, I'm going in with that to do like a cream contour with. Next, I just like to go in with some setting powder and set my highlighted areas. I'm going in with this luxury baking powder. It's in the shade Banana from Revlon Makeup Revolution. That's what it's from. It's on my Revlon. So letting this bake on my face just a few minutes. In the mix, I will be going in with this Black Radiance pressed powder. It's in the shade Ebony, and I'm just going to be using it as a contour shade. Going in with this Black Radiance Soft Focus finishing powder, and this is in the shade Creamy Bronze. I'll be taking like a fluffy brush and just going all over with it. Going back in with this pressed powder from Black Radiance, and I'm just going to take a little bit of it and put it on my lower lash line. I'm going to go in with this bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I'm also going to go in with the bronzer from Maybelline, which is their City Bronzer in Deep. Both of these are in Deep. This one is in 300 and this one is in Deep. And I'm going to go in with both of those. Going in with this Maybelline Fit Me Blush. It's in the shade Wine, and I'm just going to be putting that everywhere that the blush goes. I put a little bit up there on the forehead just to make it all tie. And I'm going in with this Wet n Wild pencil, and I'm just going to line my lips out. I'm taking a little bit of this Tarte Shape Tan Sand, and I'm going to be using it for a nude gloss today. I'm going in with this B. Simone gloss. It's in the shade Detox. Putting it right in the center. So for today's lashes, I'm going in with the Cherry Blossom Mink Hair 604 lashes. And I'm taking this glue from EYESHADOW. My moles disappear, just like my freckles disappear that's on my face. I'm just gonna go back in with this Wet n Wild liner and just put them back. Going in with this Nyx Setting Spray. Hey y'all, so I did not film an outro. I apologize, but I did upload some pictures on my Instagram. If you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, check out my Instagram for more updates and, you know, some pictures if you want to see the look up close and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. On this particular tree that I have, it comes from the snowman.